do a good thing yesterday by going out and spreading the word of Dr. Freedom. Go forth upon the masses and tell them to tune in to this channel where I have absolutely nothing. Yes, it is Tuesday. Tuesday, not as bad as Monday, but as the old saying goes, Tuesday is just Monday's ugly sister. Um, the good news this week is that they came around yesterday, so I'm assuming we're not working Saturday because this caught everybody off guard. Because they're like, well, we're only doing 8 hours every day this week. That is blasphemy. Because we've been on 9 hour days for like over a year or more now. And I'm not kidding. It's like I don't even know how to handle an 8 hour day anymore. Oh, I really don't. I have no idea. It's like, you've gotten so used to that particular schedule. And then when they change it up, it kind of throws you off gear a bit. Because I'm sitting here, remember, back when I first started working here, we'd be in here at 7, out at 3 p.m. We had no lunch half hour, and you got two 20-minute breaks. And it doesn't sound as bad as it does, because what we do is every hour we rotate jobs. So you move to the next job. You're not on the same job all day long. And every now and then between these, you get a walk-off, which is like 5 minutes, maybe 10 at the most, where you get a breather and you go back and you get into your day. And continue on. And then all of a sudden, we're doing half-hour lunches because we went to 9 hours for a short time, and now it's 7 to 3:30. And then all of a sudden they decide, well, if we're going to go to 9 hour days, we're going to stick with 6 o'clock in the morning. So now it's 6 to 3:30. And it makes me, sometimes I really do miss those days when, came in here, did 7, got at 7, 8 hours straight, and 3 p.m. you were out the door. But so it's kind of weird, the way things work. You're just, you get steadily used to it. Ugh. I'm really hoping this, helps ease things in because, all right, after this week, folks, I'll be on vacation for 2 weeks. All right? So I'm going to try to get in and pick up, pop in on you from time to time. But after this Friday, we'll be off for 2 weeks. And then I don't think we're back to like the 14th or something along that line. So if you don't see us on a regular schedule after this week, that's what's happening. Once again, I had somebody trying to start some crap saying because I backed Jody and Chibnall that I lost half my audience. I said, no, I lost half my audience, idiot, because back during when the COVID thing was happening and I was off work for 2 months, like I said, I got kind of depressed. I just really couldn't function, the way I normally would. I didn't think I'd really be a cheer to be around, and I didn't really put out any videos during that whole time. And I feel kind of bad too because, at a time when people probably most needed me, I just wasn't there. I was off in another world, and that's where I lost about half my audience right there. You shouldn't, really rate yourself based off numbers on a page, because I've given up on that. Yeah, sure, I would love to have 1 million subscribers. I would love to say, wow, look, I got a second income in case things go south here or something like that. But the thing is, let's see, you're traveling to artisan. I've been meaning to get back on there. I really have get back on Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. It's just like I said, these 9-hour days drain the hell out of you. Sure, what's even worse is I still can't figure out how I made it back at the last plant where we were doing, 60-hour weeks for like close to a year, or more than a year actually, about a year and a half. It was 5 10-hour days, and then 2 weeks we'd work. That was right. It was 58-hour weeks because they only worked us 8 hours on Saturday there, and you'd have 2 weekends in a row with 8 hours on Saturday. So and then you go back, and you get one weekend off, and meanwhile you're working 5 10-hour days in the interim. And I really have no idea how I survived that nonsense with my sanity intact. Okay. Oh, I really don't, because that was really mind-numbing, pounding, ugh. But the good news is, like I said, after this week, we're off on shutdown for 2 weeks. I'm going to drive Lady G and Oreo crazy. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, I can get things kick-started again with the audios. Because, like I said, I keep writing down ideas, and like I said, I have ideas for at least 4 audios right now. And the one that's reigning most on my mind is the one I'm calling Ton Wan Shi, and that is going to be subtitled the first Code Romero. Yeah, Oreo thinks my brand new, recliner is his. I was I can't really call it playing Fallout that much anymore, because mainly what I do now is I'm going around to all the different settlements since I've completed all the main storylines, and I've pretty much done all the mod quests I care about. And so I've been going around cleaning up, and working on settlements and decorating them and things like that, and little ideas that pop into my head about. And one thing I can't stand, though, is the fact that it seems like the majority of the mods that come out now are either outfits, settlement blueprint transfers, and things like that. I'm like, build the damn settlement yourself. I hate it when I get a settlement and everything's already built in it. I'm like, no, that's part of the joy, is taking the limitations of the terrain and the area you're given and building a settlement out of it. Making something of that space. Like I said, one of the more challenging ones was listening post, outpost beta or something like that. Because that one is basically one big trench going right up to a bunker, and building an entire settlement around that area was particularly challenging. I don't mind, like I said, I got huge settlements that have huge areas, and those are fun because what can you put in that space? And the thing is, I don't try to go too crazy, because my system's going on 8 years old, and once I get a settlement built beyond a point, if I run up on it, and the rest of the game's running just fine, but when I run up on a settlement, it takes a while for it to load that settlement in, because all the objects in it. And so I got to stand there for a couple minutes going, waiting for the settlement to load all the way in. Okay, I don't see how Love and Monsters, like I said, Lazarus Experiment wasn't up there for me really either, but like I said, Love and Monsters should be down there all the way with Fear Her and Sleep No More, and it should not be anywhere above, I'm shocked it made it above 0. Okay, it just, Ugh, I just really did not like Love and Monsters. And of course, as I remind you, we came this close, folks. If you can see my my fat fingers there, we came that close to having Elton return in Stolen Earth: Journey's End as one of the children of time, and I'm really glad that RTD didn't go through on that. Especially him with his you know what's really funny? Technically you could say his girlfriend is a plank. Well, no, a plank is wood. A blockhead? It brings a whole new definition to the term blockhead. Okay. What were you doing the other night, Elton? Well, I was out with my girlfriend and I was tongue kissing a tile. A bit gritty, isn't it? My girlfriend's a slab. And also, that episode even had a classic Scooby-Doo chase in it. That right there should have been warning. Okay, it just, get a little breeze going through here. Just think, your girlfriend harder than you'll ever be, Elton. Okay, it's well, hang on, oh no, Dr. Misogynist is coming out from. She's technically used to this as a girlfriend because she can't make a sandwich. She cannot bring things upon request, and imagine what kind of lingerie you would need to make a rock look sexy, or a square of tile or whatever it was. Good, I'm already tired, and we're about to ready to go in there and get started. I don't know, folks. What would you define as the worst episode of Doctor Who? Really, out of so many years, worst of the classic, say, and worst of the new series. What would you really say? So it's something to ponder. Yeah. Had an itch. I don't know. Yeah, I liked Boomtown for certain aspects of that episode, yeah. Yeah, Orphan 55, like I said, it wasn't a tremendously bad episode, but still, Benny killed it for me. Plus the fact that, like I said, it's just, I'm a bit of a stickler for inconsistencies, and like I said, it's like, okay, if you put this on your nose, you're going to have plenty of oxygen, but Benny's walking around with a full mask and oxygen tank. Yeah, arachnids in the UK I did not like at all. I'll admit. Yeah, arachnids in the UK, I think they kind of dropped the ball on that one, definitely. Well, folks, I just looked at the time. It is time for me to run inside. So, everybody take care of yourselves. Remember, after this Friday, I'm going to be on 2 weeks vacation, but stay tuned. I'll try to pop in on you every now and then. then we'll see. So take care, everyone. Have a great day. Enjoy your Tuesday. We'll see you on the flip side. Be kind, be calm, be safe, everybody.